Hello guys, this is day 25 of the challenge, only 5 more days to go. Um, I think I'm optimistic. I think we can get a good product in the time frame that we have left. Um, I'm certain that it will not be a complete product, but it will be a functional and working product that we can test with real users, which is the goal of the whole challenge, right? So yeah, I'm in a good mood today. A new week. We're just starting out. I'm at the office. This is my college campus. We have they provided space for us. It was one of the first videos we actually recorded here, and yeah. So I'm just getting started. Today in the morning we had a pitch. It was not a competition, but we have weekly pitches, and it was a good opportunity for Angel to try out his pitches. He did a great job. I'm really impressed with how he performed during his pitch. I really want to congratulate him here in this video. So congratulations, Angel. You did a great job. I'm really proud of you. You've come a long way. Well, generally the project, but especially you. And I'm very proud to be calling you my partner here in this project. So I have high expectations for the project. I think we're going to do great, even though we're tight on budget and on funds, and we're tight also on schedule. But I think we're going to do great. There's a lot of things that still we need to do, and I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about a couple of things that I was doing in these past few days. The first one was, well, in this page, I just decided to scrap completely and delete all the icon selection functionality. It was taking me a lot of time, and I just dumped that feature out of the project right now. For the MVP, it's not going to be available. People are still going to be able to select a picture in order to align it to a project, which is going to be fine. And right now Angel just went to his construction site, and we have a couple of issues that are related to his work, so I cannot test what I'm doing. And I'm gonna pause this for a little bit, and I'm just gonna be editing one of our videos because we are just applying for another competition. This is called Peerless Pitch 2024. The whole goal of this is to raise. If we win, we will be able to raise $1 million investment to the winner through a convertible note at 20% discount. This is a pretty interesting competition. This is aimed at underrepresented startup founders, like it is said here. So in our case, since we are Latin, we are able to, and we just recorded a little recording in the morning, a little video. Unfortunately, there's not going to be bloopers this time. We're finally getting good at recording and being improvising and talking to the camera and all these kind of things. So there's not going to be bloopers this time, but we took very little time doing it. I'm just going to edit it out, and upload it to the application while Angel comes back and he fixes the errors that he has in order for me to continue the development of my tasks. Okay guys, so pretty exciting to finish up this challenge. Tomorrow we have a couple meetings, and we have another pitch competition in our city, in Talentland. So yeah, a lot of things to look forward to this week. Okay, so I'll see you guys later.
Hey guys, so today, Monday night, as always. I always do these videos at night. I should change that habit. Well, today I did my first pitch. Gerardo was always doing them, but I did it today and it went well. I think it was good, better than I thought, and I was graded, and it was one of the best. Anyways, my throat hurts because I was talking too much today and yesterday when I was practicing my pitch, and today because after the pitch I went to my construction site to see my carpenter because he wanted to evaluate the project and make a quote. Yeah, I don't know how to say quote. So yeah, anyways, I talked too much with him. I spoke too much with him, and my throat hurts. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you that today, the rest of the day, I was working on breaks, and I was really stuck as I have never been before. And it's a simple thing that I already found a solution, but it frustrates me. Anyways, I'm gonna show you. I wanted to make I am still polishing the materials section, and because I want it to be used by tomorrow, well functioning well, and and I was frustrated because this day felt like I was doing nothing because I wasn't progressing, and yeah, maybe I'm talking with a different mood today. That's because I feel a different mood. And I'm gonna show you the simplicity of this section. Gerardo is telling me that I am already thinking as a programmer because of my solution, but it's, yeah, that's, let me show you. So let's say I was stuck with the unit selection of the material. This drop down when you see the unit of measurement of the material. Let's say meters, pounds, kilos, pieces, all of that, boxes. And at first I was putting them as text, as a string type or text. But let's say if I had two materials with the same measurement unit, for the system it will be a different type, a different unit, because they are just text. I need to reference them, to relate them. So for the system, they wouldn't be related. So let me show you the app here in my laptop, and we go to the materials section and we see the menu, and we go to register a new order, let's buy a new material. When I come here to unidad, I can't see anything because I don't have I don't have something in my database. So when I click here, I want to show, meter, liter, kilos, pounds, pieces, all of that, and select the one that belongs to this. So at first I had to read that the page has to know what project I am referring to. So I needed to transport my project from the menu to this page. If I selected one project, I need it to have continuity. And so that was my first challenge. And then I needed to query all the elements of that project in this page, and then transfer or link one of those elements to the material I am registering. And then I need to link that material to one unit. But as I was saying, I need them to be related. I need one measure to be always that one measure, to have the same ID. So solution was I needed to create a database of units only for the units. So I went and created the database. And then I had a lot of problems trying to connect that database to this form, because this form is a component, it's one component, it's a whole. They are not separated. All the form is one thing. So I needed to transfer the elements of the project to that element, to that component. And I had a hard time finding how to. I had help. I asked for help and that's how I did it. And after that, I wanted to create the units. I want to have some predefined units, so the user or the client doesn't have to register the basic ones, And I found out that I couldn't edit databases that are subcomponent or are dependent of other databases. In this case, we have a database of organizations that are the companies or clients that we are that are subscribing to this app. And below that organization, we have all the databases of that organization, and one of those is the units databases. So I couldn't edit it, so I went to Firebase. Firebase is the backend as a service of Google, where we manage all the backend. When you go to one page and log in and you create a password and all that, it all is managed by a backend service. In this case, this is a service. We don't code it, we don't program it. So I went to that, to the dashboard of this backend service called Firebase, and I found out that I couldn't edit the database neither. So solution, and that's a lot of work too, work that wasn't thought about, and it is to make a form inside the app, and with that form we're going to create all the units one by one. Just to create units, we need to create a form and then we fill that database, and we are going to connect that databases to this drop down. And that's it, my friends. That's been my whole day. I've been in this issue for 8 hours. Don't underestimate the job or the work of programmers. If this happened with no code systems, no code programs, imagine coding this. So this was my day. Bye bye. ¿Qué? ¿Qué vamos a decir?
No sé, improvisa algo, güey. ¿Quieres hacer un guión y todo o qué?
No, pero pues,
Es en inglés, güey. Esto es para Silicon Valley. Es en inglés.
Una idea sobre todo,
¿Qué? Tenemos que decir quiénes somos, qué es Breaks, qué es lo que esperamos del proyecto y ya, güey. Sí. Esta madre.
Who are we? ¿Quiénes somos?
¿Ya?
¿Ya?
Ok.
Falta quiénes somos, ¿no? Somos creadores.
Sí, es cierto. Yeah, la cortamos ahorita.